Although neither one's ever been aggressive. Again, just in the bear's defense, they don't seem like particularly nasty bears. It's something to be aware of, that it's in the neighborhood with you. Yeah, it's the same one. The ticket around to the back of the other one is to get around this, which can be done this way, and then cut over on the back side over there, which is a little bit of an error because you don't always exactly end up where you expect. But that is why you allow for that. And in case you're not noticing, yeah, so far there's really, I heard some kind of an odd vocal, not necessarily squatchy, just something I don't immediately recognize. And I just realized I forgot to get something off my phone the other day that is an audio recording. It's a bird of some kind, but I don't immediately recognize it. I thought I would throw it up there for consideration. if somebody who's a better birder than I am. And although I do bird to some extent, I am definitely an amateur at it. Somebody like my friend Bill Ruscher might lend some insight, because he has definitely got more knowledge of birding than I do. So if I post it and he wants to lend some insight as to what it is, that would be appreciated. And one must remember with bears too to look up, because they do actually climb trees, if you believe it or not. Even big ones are pretty damn good climbers. And yeah, this is definitely where the trail's basically right there. So I'm going to link up and kind of cheat and use a known side trail to navigate to the back side of this wetland and see if there's a decent way to get on the back side of the other one, which was my original intention. And we'll do that. Nice to see allergy season's coming in too, when the hucks begin. So thought that was a snake. Friggin' laurel root. Though all you generally have out here this time of year, if you had any snakes at all, garter snake or some kind of rat snake. One is harmless. The other, although not poisonous, if you were to pick it up and he were to nail you, he would probably draw blood. And you'd want to look at that. Not sure if I would qualify that as quite a break. More a deformity. Alright, so that tempts you over there, but it gets thick over there. We're going to go around. Nice try. It's almost like spring came early today because it's so warm. You got all this runoff. And I might have to cross that to get where I want to go. However, actually this might work nicely right here. Big old tree root, providing some less moist crossing. Easy peasy. Now I want to just find the trail to have my bearings for sure. Let's do that. Probably right on top of it too. But I see the blue marker right as I'm looking for it. Let's kind of get up there, have a look down the hill, and kind of just get our bearings on from a trail perspective, which there's another one there too. Fall back to this one, and sorry about that. The joke is on me. This is not the trail. This is logging markers. So, and the trail's like right here. Gotta be. I want to find that first just to know Although we're kind of abutting private land too, so I'll get, that's right there. Pretty sure. You're on it or pretty damn near it. So, yeah, you're on it, more or less. Two boulders will be my landmark as we head back in a little bit. You got the damn balloon bands right in the picture. That does not work for me. It's getting thick again, damn it. And slippery. I hope they're not going to log in here because that would ruin a nice area. I like it in here. A common gray squirrel. So the trail, which I have backtracked before with all this shit, basically goes to a dead end. And then you kind of abut somebody's private property. So even if they do log in here, it's probably only going to go so far unless they have a deal with that party. With all the posted signs they put up, I would wager it does not look that way. More of a get the hell out kind of a mentality. Or stone wall, but yeah, we're down by the water line or ice line at this point. So well, the nice thing here is I can probably use this wall as a little bit of a navigational thingy. One sec, I want to get a good look at the nature of the wetland. because I seem to have found a bald spot with a view. Alright, it's not thoroughly frozen. Awesome. That sound should probably be self-explanatory. Alright. Pack the pushing this way a little bit. So this kind of goes up into a rise here. Wondering if that's a game trail of sorts. I'll go in a ways, but if this doesn't come out to something clear, I'm gonna probably fall back to the second one to the southeast I mentioned before. I may just have to bushwhack in from the south. Actually, the northeast is the opposite opposing way to the northwest, isn't it? Yeah, I can read a map. There's too much stuff in the way. There's a stump goblin of sorts. We're kind of heading back that way. I'm starting to see goddamn logging markers again. Really hope they don't come all the way back in here. Given the nature of the equipment I have and the nature of the boulder-ridden landscape, I'm not sure how feasible that is. But, oh well. I saw you, squirrel. No, actually, well, it looks like it opens up down here. We'll hop down here and see if that opens up. If it's surrounded by all that laurel there too, the point might be moot. Who knew locally we had our own little mini Manitou surrounded by undergrowth, and you gotta hack your way in through that and spiders. Always a delight. That does open up somewhat. But We're going to come up behind it. I don't know if we're going to see it open up anymore, but we are going to try. You're kind of like thick all the way around. It's a break over there, but it's natural, I think. I almost lost my GoPro. That wouldn't be good. Yeah, we're coming up on the back side of the first wetland that's all frozen up. And what's that up on the hill? I was kind of hoping that would open up more. This is very reminiscent of Vermont. It's actually more over there. Alright, so we're kind of in the foothills of this one. And it gets very wet very quickly. So we're going to try to cut over that way a little bit more. Although it looks like it gets thick again. Possibly. Gotta get out in the open, see what I'm dealing with, if anything. And I chewed up my forearm, so it's now an official hike. So like I said, you can see way in, so whatever's in here wouldn't really, only so stealthy. And go as far as that and see if there's any openness. If not, I'm basically just circling this thing and counting the laurel surround other bramble stuff that's surrounding it. Should have gotten in here in the winter when there's still snow, because it would be interesting to see what the tracks are in here. Yeah, you go up the hill there.